Welcome back to the most dramatic Bachelorette review ever, with your host, the Popcorn Priest, and his, I'm going to say co-host, Jenny, my wife.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How are your levels, honey?
My levels?
Can you hear your audio?
Yes. No, not mine, just yours.
You can't hear yours?
No. Maybe I'm just stuffy. Oh, that's too loud.
Too loud?
Maybe that's good.
Okay. I might leave that in, might not. Not sure. 4 new guys have arrived, and we have a lot to unpack. I took some notes because we decided to go through the whole episode instead of stop after every. We're just taking it how we want to take it, so it's fine. But we decided to watch the whole episode instead of break it down after every commercial break. I wrote down that guy said there's some stinky energy in the room when Spencer, the new guy, rolls in. And then we got the dirty stash guy.
Oh, geez. Noah?
Is his name Noah?
I think it's Noah.
I mean, I'm on Team Stash only because I love mustaches.
Oh, for sure.
But his stash does kind of look gross.
It does.
Like, I feel like a couple of the other guys who have beards could definitely pull off a better stash than him. It's a little weak. But I have to give him some points just because I have a soft spot for the stashes. And I wrote down, I know you won't believe me, but I wrote down Spencer is getting the first impression rose. I've got it right here on my phone. And what happened?
He got the first impression rose.
He did get a first impression rose. And sorry, I'm not sorry for you, but I mean, I feel bad. My wife is not feeling well, but she's doing this podcast for you. It's for you guys. She's not feeling well, and she's keeping it on. So Spencer looks like a Ken doll.
I thought you thought Superman.
I like Superman, which is Bennett, and I'm still liking the Superman, but Spencer looks like a Ken doll. He's a handsome gentleman, and I've right away I thought he would get the first impression rose. What do you feel about how she cancels the rose ceremony the first night?
Oh, that was cute because she needs to get to know the guys.
Yeah, I like that. That was nice. Yeah. Make sure that any of those guys gets to stay, you know?
Right.
So she cancels it so she can keep the new guys and the new guys. Her new guys and then the new guys.
The new old guys.
The new old guys. Yeah, because you kept correcting me and you were right, but I kept saying there were 17 guys left. There's 16 guys left of the leftovers. We'll call them the leftovers. And then then there's the new guys, which is 4. We got 4 new guys, so a total of 20.
Except for
what? Except
Jason
for what?
went home.
Oh, yeah, I didn't put that in here. I forgot that Jason went home.
So there's only 19 guys.
Yeah, poor Jason couldn't get over Claire.
Yeah, it's Jason, right? Yeah, bless his heart. I wish he could have had another shot, but I understand that if you're not in it, then... But I just hope that, like, he's still open for love in general. Like, he can get over Claire she's gonna, well, at this point she's engaged, so you got to get over it. Well, right, but that's kind of easier said than done. You've had your heart broken before, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, at least he's not in it for Tayshia, but at least he can still be open. He just needs a little bit more time.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not on The Bachelorette, but I feel like he could have got over it and just had a good time. And because she actually, I remember she was actually basically saying, "Hey, I don't want you to leave." She didn't say that, but like she basically said, "I hope you'd be open to a new experience," but it didn't go that way.
Yeah, well, and that's her fear. She's afraid that the guys won't. But I think he's the only one that was really struggling.
Yeah. Well, then we get this weird promo, and then Chris comes on stage, and basically I wrote it down, the most dramatic turn of events in Bachelorette history, which she's talking about Claire and Dale, and then they bring, so we cut away from Tayshia's, which we find out that we were saying it
Tayshia.
wrong, or at least one of us was. I can't remember in the last podcast, but it's tayshia, not tayshia. So some pro tips for the listeners so you don't say it wrong.
But yeah, she was having a good journey, and then it was kind of interesting to see because I kind of wanted to see what was going on with Claire for a minute.
Yeah,
so that was kind of nice.
They pumped it up like there was some like drama and like controversy about her and Dale, and again she swears over her dad's grave that she didn't contact Dale prior. But you and I were both talking during the episode that she could have she was probably in the hotel for weeks, and she could have stalked that guy and looked him up. And
well, she did on or Facebook or whatever. So I mean, she kind of knew about him, like what he would post. But
I kind of feel like, yeah, she didn't lie, but she also didn't tell the whole truth. Like she probably already, I mean, she decided basically based on what she researched before she got there that he was at least one of the top ones that she would like.
Yeah.
I wonder if she gets a list of the dudes.
I don't know. But I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he feels the same. I'm glad they're engaged. I'm glad that she can have her love story.
Yeah. And they come out and they're obviously super happy, but what has it been? 2 weeks? Of course they're going to be super happy. Like, really? Yeah, I mean, I wish the best for everybody. I want everyone to be happy, but...
So, and Tayshia, I'm like so excited for her, but I'm actually really surprised that she's feeling so much for, what's his name, Brendan? The guy she just went on the date with, the one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, Brendan.
Like, I'm really happy for her, but I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
He might be a front runner with Spencer.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to bring it before we put Claire and Dale to bed.
Why?
Literally and figuratively.
All right, bring it back up.
You brought up, I didn't realize that Dale is 9 years younger than she is.
8 or 9, yeah. I can't remember if he's 30. I think he's 31, if I remember right. So 8 years.
Is that like, I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but what do you feel about it? I mean, if I was 9 years older than you,
I wouldn't mind if you were older. I wouldn't want to be 9 years older.
Oh, that's true.
Because she like wants babies
around.
right now, and they barely met, and she's 39. So I know people have babies later, but
yeah,
I mean, he's like, he's got. I don't know.
I just feel like she stalked him more than the Mandalorian stalks Yoda, baby Yoda. Like she's, I guarantee you anyway, whatever. Let's
let that go. Let's just let him be happy and move on.
And I like what you said, that she's going to probably baby trap him and have a baby.
No,
right away.
No. Let's not go there.
Okay.
No.
All right, back to Tayshia. Pool party. They had a pool party. Dude did a backflip. That was insane. He jumped backwards and did a flip. It was rad.
That's usually what a backflip is.
I know, but it was a cool backflip. I'm a guy. That's what I remember. I have a question for you. Was the slow motion Tayshia pool exit too much? Like what do you feel as a lady?
I don't know.
I want to know. Is that too much?
I don't know.
All right, we'll leave it
as. I like her, so she can just be
super,
sexy.
She's super nice. She's like the nicest bachelorette that I've seen. So then there's the pool party ends in there's a date. Obviously, it's a group date, and they have a ball. What do they call it?
Splash ball.
Splash ball
game.
There's a lot of man exploitation with these Speedos and these games that both ladies are playing. And the underwater camera so we can see the man booty? Like, really, Bachelorette?
Hey, gotta keep the women entertained.
Yeah, there was, and everyone was lots of front blurring of the men's, which is, Jenny just gave me a wave to stop. Spencer was really being aggressive, and in the promo, it looked like he was the one that was being the victim when he got elbowed in the face, but I kind of feel like he deserved it.
I don't think anyone deserves getting punched in the face. But...
Well, I mean, okay, you're right. No one. Well, I mean,
I know what you mean.
I know he was being aggressive, so I'm fine that Riley kind of heat checked him a little bit. And there's for sure beef between Riley and Spencer. Easy gets the date rose. That's cool. Did you see that coming?
Oh, yeah, that was not. I'm a little nervous that he kind of is calling out that. What did he say?
Oh yeah, he said.
You're my.
I just met my wife. What did I write here? Yeah, after saying I just met my wife.
Which, I mean, she obviously likes him because she gave him the rose, but I think she was kind of like, okay, too early for me. Like, yeah. I'm not Claire.
Yeah, that was intense.
Wait, but time out, because she's kind of saying that about Brendan. How she's like, I could marry him.
Oh, I know. This is the last thing we want to touch on is Brendan's date. Like, that was a good date. That was a surprising date. He's a surprisingly humble and cool dude. Like, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. And they could bond on both being married. Oh,
yeah, they both have that. And they're about the same age, like 1 year apart, which was cool.
Yeah.
And then when Brendan was like mentioning he wanted to like do something on the last time he saw her, she like moves in for the kiss right away, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan's a sleeper. That's what we call him in the business.
I don't know what a sleeper means.
It's just like
you didn't see him coming.
You didn't see him coming.
They sneak in.
He snuck in.
Like a sneaker, not a sleeper.
A sneaker. Not
like a shoe, but like a sneaky.
Yeah, he's a sneaky snake in the grass. I mean, that kind of makes him sound bad. Yeah, he's a sleeper. And then the promo before we go to the next episode, looks like there's lots more smooching coming up and some fights. Some man fights.
It's never what you think it is. The smooching, yeah, because we saw that, but it's never what you think it is.
And then they always do, well, not always, but most episodes they do like a little, while the credits are rolling, like a little blooper kind of thing.
Oh, and they're talking.
And they talk about how Noah's stash has got to go.
It's got to go.
It sounds like he shaves it because in one of the promos, you see that he doesn't have it anymore. So it must have got to him. But any parting thoughts,
I feel like he's trying to be like Dean on Bachelor in Paradise when he showed up with the little stash.
Dean's stash was gross as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, listeners, I can grow a mean stash. These guys needed a lesson. They're not good. So, parting thoughts this episode? First episode with Tayshia?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Her. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Episode 5 in the books. We'll see you next time on the most dramatic Bachelorette review podcast ever. Thanks for listening.